right? I want to walk in love and grace and forgiveness. But it's not always right. It doesn't always feel right. It doesn't always feel like comfortable, and it's not always what our flesh wants to do. But I think back, so I was going to read that today, and I forgot. I had an object lesson, Steve. Yes. So my daughter, long time ago, had told me this visual representation, and it just made so much sense. And so sometimes you may even feel like, I'm giving grace, because I thought that with Jason. I was like, I'm giving so much grace, and I'm not getting any back, right? Anybody ever feel that? And I said, Lord, why is that? But she had showed me this example of, I'm going to date myself a little bit, but a thimble, do y'all know what a thimble is? Okay, so a thimble is this little metal thing you'd put over your thumb when you're sewing so you don't poke yourself, okay? And so if you look, it's tiny. So if you fill that with water, then you have a thimble full, right? Well, let's say you have a huge gallon container and you fill that up with water, right? Well, this is what I was seeing. Sometimes maybe you could say love, you could say grace, you could say forgiveness, whatever. But some people's capacity is a thimble. Okay, this is all they have. So when they pour that grace on you, when they pour that love on you, you're like, that's it. I have a jug. I've literally poured that on you, and this is what I get in return. And so sometimes we have to understand that when people have weaknesses or struggles, they might be giving you all that they have.
Yes.
And I might give half of it, and I think, whoa, I gave you a lot, but I only gave half. It's like the widow's mite, right? She gave all. She gave the last of what she had. And so really, we're all called to give all. And you know what? If my capacity is less in this season, praise God, because next season, hopefully I have more to give.
Right.
And so that's how I was keep no record of wrong. 1 Corinthians 13 convicted me so bad. I was like, I keep a record of wrong. I had a file system, and I could pull it out, because
she did. And her filing system was not the index card style.
No, it was long. But
it was digital.
It was digital. It was very refined. No. But whenever I realized that, then I said, and I can tell you, Jason always says, one of the things that it's so special to me is he tells me I wake up to grace every day because of what we've walked through. But what I've had to say is, I would say in this last season of our life, he's had to give me a lot more grace than I've been able to give him. My capacity has been smaller, and his capacity has been larger. But you know what? It's about giving all whenever, because when one person is down, the other one gets to lift them up. So don't keep record of wrong. Please don't be like
Absolutely
me. I have destroyed
right.
that. I put it in the fire and burned it, because God doesn't keep a record of wrong against me.